for sure. The only other country I went to that like wasn't my favorite, but I definitely want to do a redo trip was Mexico. I went to Cancun for a weekend trip and it was a little bit of a different experience for me. Like I feel like we had a lot of people following us and like bothering us and stuff like that. With like
I'm
just to
trying
walk
to
to
buy stuff and do this and that.
yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people
So
like yeah.
my last birthday, I went to Cabo, um, or whatever. We stayed downtown Cabo San Lucas, and yeah, they are really on it, trying to get you to buy their little things and their little handmade things and do this and do that. And yeah, that was kind of overbearing, but it was beautiful. I would like to go when it's not cold. I went in February when it was cold. I mean, we did some nice things, but I would like, well, being that it was cold, we couldn't do like any snorkeling activity or anything like that. Um, I would like to go back. That's why I would like to go back when it's warmer. And I'm trying to get to Cancun. Um, I had I get some good agent rates out there, and I'm trying to get out there and explore some of the resorts. Um, Whenever I get a chance. Like I said, the flights are OD now, so it's like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, so I definitely would love to do a redo as far as my Mexico trip. So that's why that's
That
not in my top three.
places in Mexico. I'm really trying to get out there so that I can visit some of the like the Mayan type things, like ancient Mayan ruins and stuff like that. I'm into that. I don't know if it was just implanted in my head so much in our social studies classes and stuff, but it's a lot of those things that they actually showed us and taught us that I would like to see in real life. So that's one of the reasons why I want to get out to that part of Mexico so that I can see some ruins. Um, that would be dope.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. That would be amazing to see because I didn't even get to see that. So I definitely love to see that sometime.
Yeah.
So so I guess moving on into our next question. What was the longest vacation that you have been on and where did you go?
Um, so Greece was the first longest one. We were there for a week basically. I did again in Italy, and I also stayed in. I got to Bali and on a Saturday, and I left out on that Friday after. So that probably would be like the longest that I stayed. I pretty much stayed there for a week, well, at least 6 nights. So
Okay.
yeah, and it was
Yeah.
pretty dope. Like I said, if there was a place that I'd do a staycation there, that I would do it there. Most
Oh yeah, for sure. I think my longest vacation that I went on was a 9-day road trip to Mount Rushmore. I got to do that. It was a very fun experience. Went through like 12 or 13 different states, some states that I could care less to visiting again, like Kansas. Sorry, Kansas.
definitely.
Definitely, definitely. I'm glad I traveled through there at least, but there was definitely a lot of beautiful cities that I got to see out of that road trip. So it was very fun getting to do some things that I definitely can't do here in Alabama. So that would be my longest road trip.
Gotcha.
So moving on into my next question is about the topic of staycation. So some people do staycation differently than others. Some people like to use their staycation to just stay home, whereas some people actually want to get out of their house as far as like having a vacation. So do you think that a staycation is truly a vacation, or do you think staycation is like not really like considered vacation?
I guess it would go with however you define vacation. Um, if you have a job that stresses you and you can't wait to be away from it, staycation is most definitely a vacation because you're vacation away from those people you don't want to be around or those bodies you don't want to be around, and you basically you're protecting your peace by staying in and recharging and getting your energy back where you want it to be. But it most definitely wouldn't be for me. If I'm getting that time off, oh, I am gone. You hear me? I gotta go somewhere, even if it's something within driving distance. I'm here in Columbia, um, so I can get to uh, Myrtle Beach is about 2 hours and a half away. Hilton Head's about 2 hours and a half away. Charleston beaches are like 2 hours away, a little under 2.5. So I'd say I could get to a beach in 3 hours or less, you know? So if I can do that, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna stay home. I would be in if I got the week off and I can't really afford to do what out of the country or to another state, I'll look into a good Airbnb rental in one of those and stay there for a week before I stay at home. Because I think that's I'm a sucker for a beach. Beach vibes. I was gonna say that that's part of the reason why my top three countries were places that had nice, beautiful water and nice beaches, because I'm a sucker for a nice looking beach and some chill vibes on the beach, or just nice balcony vibes, staring out, listening to the beach. That just soothes me. So I wouldn't stay in the house. I would most definitely be somewhere else besides the house. I know that.
Yes, I'm right on board with you there because I think the same way. I think, like you said, it's how people define staycation. If that's like truly a vacation for them, like you were saying, some
Right,
people may look at it as, just being at home and relaxing at the
right,
house.
right.
So, but for me personally as well, that is not a vacation to me because I'm doing that right now. I work from
I'm
home
like,
remotely.
right,
So I think I consider a vacation of getting out of this house, getting out of the city,
and
out of
doing,
the state.
yeah. Like,
Yes.
even if, say for instance, you didn't want to leave home, you can. Well, Columbia has a few nice hotels downtown. You can get a room or something, or just so that you don't have to clean up, you don't have to cook. Just get your mind away from it. You chilling, you resting, even if it's that. Get out the house sometimes.
Yes, most definitely. I'm definitely right there with you on that. Just at least getting out of the house and doing a little fun exploring. That's definitely my way of vacationing. So my a way of staycation is yeah, definitely not at the house. So getting into oh yeah. So getting into our final question. So there's a lot of fun, adventurous memories that I've had throughout my life. So I was wondering if you could share just a few of your funnest, like most adventurous things that you've done, or that whether it's in the US or around the world.
Hmm. So I'm gonna give a couple first. I've done a lot of things because that's like one of the reasons why I go places, so I can experience their culture, their food, and things that they do. Um, when we were in Greece, when we were out on the boat, that was like my first time actually being out on a boat like that in somewhere that wasn't like a lake or like Myrtle Beach. So, um, when we actually were jumping off the boat into the water, that was like one of my first times ever doing that. And being that it was clear water helped. Um, that made me feel more secure. My mom put me in swimming lessons when I was young, so of course I knew how to swim, but I don't trust large bodies of water. Y'all can say what you want to say, but anyway, when I did that, I felt like, oh wow, Sam, you did it. Like, you didn't think you do that. And second one, I would say, when I went to Jamaica, I am not fond of horses at all. Even though I'm from, we in this country, is plenty. I could have been went on a horse ride somewhere. I've been people people have asked me that people like good friends of mine that own horses be like, you want to go on a horse ride, and I'm like, no. So when we went to Jamaica, it was for my birthday. Um, my birthday is February 5th. My best friend since kindergarten birthday, her birthday is February 15th. So we went during my birthday, and she planned the tour that day. And part of the tour was riding the horses in the water in Jamaica. And I had never been on a horse. Uh, so about 4 or 5 years ago was my first time being on a horse. It wasn't bad. And I'd do it again. It was a great adventurous experience. Um, because it was a first. Just like when I said I jumped in the water in Greece, that was a first. Um, I'd do it again because now I've done it. I can't say I didn't do it. What is there to be scared of if I've done it already? Um, and I'll say one more first, and I'll let it go for most adventurous things. Once again, yes, I'm from the country. I've been in the country my whole life, but I don't deal with ATV equipment or none of that. I'm I'm clumsy for one. So that never appealed to me. Go karts and four wheelers and dirt bikes, that type of stuff never really appealed to me. So this year for my birthday, when we went to Cabo, we booked the ATV experience. And that was my first time actually driving a four wheeler by myself and not being on the back. Um, and it was a beautiful experience because you basically was riding the four wheels along the shoreline, and it's just beautiful water just crashing up against the waves, and we rode camels. That was a beautiful experience too. So I'd say those are my top adventurous experience for me because there were things that I hadn't done before and stuff that usually I'm kind of shaky and on the fence about. I'm like, no, because I still haven't gotten on a four wheeler here at home or of course here at home. So yeah, those are things that stick out to me for my adventure spirit. Oh, one more thing. The Blue Hole in Jamaica. I jumped off the cliff there. Even though I had the life jacket on, it was a drop. And that really scared me, but I did it. So
Oh, awesome. Look at you jumping off a cliff. So I know that's a lot, it takes a lot of courage. I know I couldn't do that because even in Greece, there was an opportunity where like people were jumping off. It was there like in the island of Hydra, I think it was called. We
I probably sat there with you because I didn't jump. Yeah.
yeah, there was a lot of people, yeah, jumping off, and I was thinking, and I know all of these people were thinking, here goes these Americans jumping off these cliffs. It's like, nope, I'm sitting right over here with you. So yeah, I was just getting away from that cliff. I'll watch you jump off. I'll record you jumping off, but you're not gonna record me jumping off.
Right.
So yeah, definitely takes a lot of bravery with that. And as far as like you were saying with the riding horses and like the ATVs, even though I'm from the South too, I'm not really the biggest fan of it either. Like I've rode a horse once here in Alabama, and once was enough because I was a nervous wreck the whole time.
Like I'm so scared of like my mom. My mom had stories of when she was younger of like horses kicking people, and I'm just like, no, it ain't gonna kick me. I was like, no, I don't want to do that. So yeah, I'm with you on that one too. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. And as far as the one of us like jumping in the water in Greece off of the boat, that was such a good time. I definitely loved doing that. And like you said, the water was so blue and clear. It was like made you feel even more, I guess,
Yeah.
comforting to know what's in there.
Yeah, like yeah, because around here we got murky water and we don't can't see through the water like that.
Yes, yes. So I'm so glad that got to experience that. And as far as like my few fun memories, one of them was definitely in Greece, was like when we did like the Greek dance lessons. Like that
Yeah.
was a fun little class that we did learning about different Greek dances. And I think we even learned like maybe some like Turkish dances just because Turkey's like right there by Greece.
I remember
So
that.
yeah, so that was fun. And then also, while I was in Cancun, one fun thing that I got to do was like do like a dolphin interaction experience. Was very fun. So
Okay.
got to do that. I didn't get to ride a dolphin because I didn't want to pay that much for it, but I did get to like splash like with the dolphins and like got a picture of like me like kissing a dolphin, stuff like that. So
That's cool. Very cool.
yeah, so I got to do that. And then if I had to think of one more thing that I did that was pretty adventurous was I went on another road trip a few years ago before COVID with one of my older brothers. We went to New Mexico in October, and while we were there, we got to go to the Hot Air Balloon Festival. It's the world's
Uh,
largest hot air balloon festival, and there was like 700 hot air balloons going up in the air at the same time.
like that's
So
I'm on the fence about. Like, a part of me wants to experience it, and a part of me is like so scared. Like, girl, my anxiety is just like, no, you cannot do that. But if the chance, I believe I would.
Yeah, that's same here. Like I haven't actually been up in one, but I would like to say I've done it at least one time. But just a whole, just a what ifs start like popping in my head. Then I start getting scared.
No, no, no. Right, you're right.
Yeah, so
I will ball it. I don't know if my nerves would let me. I'd probably be the person to get on it, and then before they say we're going up, no, let me off, let me off.
yes, I would be probably contemplating that as well. I'd be like, did I make the
Yeah,
right decision?
right.
So, so yeah, those would be some of my favorite fun, adventurous ones. So, oh, and also one more that I can mention was when I was in South Dakota, we actually took a little safari trip. We did a buffalo safari trip.
Oh, okay.
So that was fun getting to ride a little. I guess I actually have rode an ATV in that way then because that was my only time I did that. But
Oh,
it was really fun, like getting to do that because there was a lot more to South Dakota than just Mount Rushmore. So that surprised me. It was definitely beautiful and adventurous.
the thing that sticks out to me, we went on a boat ride in San Diego, the Bay, and there were actual seals out there chilling on, like they had a dock. I guess that it was a self-made dock type thing. Um they had like a little dock out there, and the seals were just out there chilling in the sun until the sun went down. Now that was cool. I like that.
That would be a cool something to see for sure in person. I've seen it on TV and all that.
If you get a chance to go to San Diego, go. It's nice, very nice. um
Yeah.
it's beautiful, very nice city. If I could live there, I would, but it's so expensive.
Yes. Yeah, so expensive. So yeah, before we end this topic, I have one more quick question. So, do you sometimes feel like you need a vacation from your vacation?
Yeah, like you need time to yeah, I understand. For
Yes.
a time, I would go on vacation and come home one day and go back to work the next day, and it would be like, but if you can get some days off and you can recuperate, do it. Do it. At least a day or two after. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes, same thing happens with me. I always do the same thing where like I come back and then the next day I have to go right back to work. So I definitely need a vacation from my vacation sometimes. That's maybe where staycation needs to come into play.
Yeah. 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 That's the time you need to stay at home and just recuperate, get your energy back right, and prepare, because you done been, especially if you've been at a beach setting for a week or so, and it's like your mind's still at the beach, but I'm right here. Yeah, you got to get that together.
Yeah, you got to get back to the home life. So, so yeah. So, anyways, everybody, that is going to be the end of our topic on vacation. I want to thank Sam for being here again. It was definitely good.
Oh, and congratulations on your podcast. I wish you the best. It's dope what you're doing. Keep it moving, keep it coming. It'll get there. I was about to say, if anything, if I can help, let me know, and I got you.
Yes, I definitely appreciate that very much. And I definitely look forward to having you back on some more of my future podcast episodes for
Yeah, 'cause
sure.
I got some late next year. I have some great trips coming up, so we can most definitely talk about them.
Yes, for sure. So yes, I definitely appreciate this time, and I definitely appreciate you viewers for watching as well, whether you're watching on YouTube or Instagram at Not Your Average Joel Podcast, or if you're listening on any of the podcast streaming platforms. I definitely appreciate your support there as well. So, anyways, everybody, thank you for watching. I hope y'all have a good rest of your day or night, depending on what time you're watching this, and I will see y'all on the next episode of Not Your Average Joe. Goodbye.